Gotcha, Gald. Swing your sword around and win.
What about swinging?
Ooh, small fry. Armored Hellions attack first.
Burning charge!
Ready? Prepare yourself! Chain luminescence!
Vermilion Crescent! Burning charge!
Start a fight!
Crimson Flame! May it burn your soul! Not yet!
Not that one to deal with that.
Burning charge! Come on, everyone!
That's better.
I showed you.
Miss me over! I want you to deal with that.
Release my spirit!
Burning Armored Hellions attack first, then
Prepare yourself! Chain luminescence!
Vermilion Crescent! Burning charge!
I want you to deal with that.
Vermilion Crescent! Come on, everyone! Vermilion Crescent! Vermilion Crescent! Burn away! Come on, everyone! You were quite strong.
We're here to purify it, but it'll
Arts
still
are
hurt.
effective on crustaceans.
Not yet! Not yet! Crimson Flame! May it burn your soul! Not yet!
You won't win the armored helmets attack first.
Everyone!
Time, really.
Burn! Burning charge! Burn dreams!
Burn away! We're not done yet.
Brilliant Crescent! Burn away! Crimson Flame!
Saray, how long have you known Dezel?
Huh? About as long as you, I guess. What's that?
Ready for this?
Burning charge! Power supply! Hang on, everyone! Crimson Flame! May it burn your soul! Not yet!
Sleeping dragon!
Just leave it to me.
Burn away! Let's take them all down! Burn! Burning charge! Hang on, everyone! Break through! Crimson Flame! May it burn your soul! Not yet!
Time for your embrace.
Burn! Purification complete! Is that a monolith?
I like your moxie.
Man,
Incredible knife handling. Do you have anything? I'm not hiding anything, I swear.
I remember this place. So I guess that means that general guy was exiled? From the army? From his country?
Maybe he lost a war? Just a thought.
Once there'd been huge crowds cheering for him. And now...
It makes me wonder, there was no one at all he could turn to?
That's par for the course for humans.
I can sense the ancient tongue. We're near one.
Hooray!
Let's take them all down!
Yeah, I heard you.
Rate of fire! Not yet! Sweet dreams!
Deal with that.
Right on!
Breakthrough! Everyone okay?
You used to live on this mountain, Edna?
Yeah, it's a nest for man-eating monsters nowadays, though.
You didn't have to say that much.
It's just a fact. Even he doesn't recognize me anymore.
Hey, Dezel. There's something I wanted to ask you about.
My eyes, huh? I wasn't trying to hide it from you or anything.
Was it this archenemy of yours that did this?
Yeah, she's the reason I lost my sight.
And so that's why you're after revenge.
It's just like I told you. I'm out for vengeance against the one who killed my friend and crushed the Wind Riders.
So it's not about you?
I'm actually grateful for this wound of mine. My ability to read the wind has only grown stronger since then. I can sense a larger range of presence than you all can.
Most likely, it produces the same effect as the oath.
In other words, I don't need your sympathy or concern. Just use me as you will. Like that one time with Fortin.
But in exchange, you'll use us as you will. Is that right?
Pretty sure I told you that right from the start.
Yeah, you're right.
Saray, don't forget about the library key.
Oh, right. I need to return it to Nath. Nath!
Oh, Saray.
I came to return this. It's from Agatha.
The key to the library. Thanks, and sorry to trouble you.
Looks like Marlin's livening up.
And we have you folks to thank for it. The city's greatest days still lie ahead.
When I grow up, I'm gonna be like Maltran. I'm gonna be the second Blue Valkyrie. Boys can't be Valkyries, dummy. If Maltran's teaching anyone, it's gonna be me. She's not gonna teach you. Your clothes aren't even blue. They will be once I finally get my mom to buy some.
Someone's popular.
It's because Lady Maltran actually comes from Marland. She only became heir to her line when all the other successors passed away. And while her sense of responsibility was second to none, she was quite a frail young girl. She has trained herself very rigorously. And now she is the Blue Valkyrie.
So they're opposites.
What?
Nothing. You just clarified something for me.
Oh, I don't really get it, but I'm glad I could be of help to the shepherd.
I had one more thing I wanted to ask. Have you heard of iris gems?
Iris gems? We have one. I just enshrined it in the sanctuary as an offering for the town's restoration.
Can we borrow it? There's something we're investigating.
I wouldn't dream of refusing the shepherd's request. Please, keep it as long as you like.
Thank you.
Thanks, old man.
Think nothing of it. We are also greatly indebted to the Sparrow Feathers.
I found this.
What was that all about?
They've started interfering, I suppose. Heldolf's followers are causing mischief in human society.
To create malevolence?
Sounds connected to what we saw earlier.
Right. He was taking advantage of wars to produce Hellions.
So he's trying to start another war.
But this is a record of the past. That war is probably well underway.
He's deceiving everyone.
Not quite. I'm sure there are those who have joined hands with him of their own free will.
How could they?
Unfortunately, we can't rule out the possibility.
Is that your sword style?
Look. There should be a vista point nearby.
Let's get this over with.
Not yet!
I can't believe there's...
The bridge looks better than ever, but that just means...
Alicia!
Saray, what are you doing here? And the others?
Of course.
Shame you can't see us, though.
Isn't that natural?
Hey! Rose, wasn't it? You were with the Sparrow Feathers who came to the palace.
Nice to finally meet you in person, Princess Alicia.
Just Alicia will do.
Rose is helping me out big time.
As Squire?
Don't worry, she's doing a great job.
I see. I'm sure it helps that you've grown into your power. But still, Rose must be incredibly special.
That's the nicest thing I've ever heard.
Well, you and Saray are so alike.
That's not the nicest thing I've ever heard.
Very true. My apologies.
Hey, what are you apologizing for?
Saray, I'm glad you three are getting along, but we came here on a mission.
Oh, right. There's something I want to ask you, Alicia.
Shrines of Trials.
Ring a bell?
I'm not sure if it's what you're looking for, but just the other day we received word of a ruin discovered at Lake Haven Heights. It's a military secret, so I don't know the exact location, but the entrance is supposedly extremely well hidden. Lady Maltran has just gone off to investigate.
Maltran?
The discovery came about while apprehending a group of thieves. They turned out to have several famous swords in their possession. The military decided that further investigation might turn up something useful to them.
Something useful for the war?
Yes.
Lady Alicia! The captain is awaiting your report!
Apologies. I'll be right there. Sorry, but I've got a job to do. Please come back to Lady Lake again sometime. I shall pray that you overcome your trials safely.
Thanks. See you again.
Saray, I'm
on.
Understood. I shall report as such to my superiors.
It's just as you can see. They sent me out to inspect the bridge.
Jerks. Hey,
It's okay. Lady Maltran is helping me out a great deal, and I can still keep going.
You sure about all this?
Rose?
I'm sorry. I shouldn't have said that.
No, you're probably right. No matter how I protest, I don't think the war can be stopped. I want to just drop everything and run, all the time. But whenever my thoughts drift in that direction, I stop. The strength of a knight exists to protect, and their kindness serves the people. Those are the words I learned from my teacher.
Guess you have your honor too, Alicia.
Oh, not really. I'm just obstinate.
So you're just like Mikleo then?
Is that supposed to be a compliment?
sure, laugh at my expense.
All right. And with that, I must be off. Be well, everyone.
You too!
Later.
Aizen. Saray, I probably don't need to tell you this, but just run away if my brother finds you.
Focus, guys!
Once more, arts are effective on precision.
Focus your effort! Burning charge! Predatory flame! Burn! You were quite strong.
stupid is as stupid as time to rock out. King Paladins have low vitality. Hard on that. Pick up feelings and use all. Saray. You awake at night?
Crimson Flame! Make it burn your soul! Alright! Concentrate your attacks! Break through! Burn away! Predatory flame! You were quite strong.
You didn't tell me we were gonna fight my brother. I'm not gonna help you.
Okay.
You didn't tell me we were gonna fight my brother. I'm not gonna help you.
I'll strike you down! Way to fight!
Retreat for now!
Defensive maneuvers! Release my Rhapsody! Don't let yourself run! Offer your protection! Yeah! Blade Fang! Earth Dragon Fang! Oh, holy fountain! Charge! Yeah! More to play! Finally protect him, guys! Dark Star! Fearless Charge! Here goes! Fearless Wind!
Blazing Tempest!
Dark Star! Yeah! Defensive maneuvers! Strike! The slower good is dead! Ready? No escape! How's this? It's time! Howling Blade! Full Tempest! Blade Bang! Earth, concentrate your attack! Defensive maneuvers! Strike! Just focus on battle! Concentrate your attacks! No escape!
Release my spirit!
Ready? Strike! Charge! Blade Bang! Let's take them down! Ready? Earth Dragon Bang! It's over! Ready? No escape! How's this? Be gone! No escape! How's this? Brilliant Crescent! Burning Sword! You're right below! We can't hold back! Defensive maneuver!
You didn't tell me we were gonna fight my brother. I'm not gonna help you.
Let's get out of here!
I guess something like this is right.
Hey, what was it like back when everyone was traveling with Alicia?
We had to put up with a lot less nonsense talk, for one thing.
Huh? I don't get it. Why wasn't Lila speaking?
Could someone hand Rose a mirror?
You're all so strong.
Pick something up.
Ghost. Could it be a seraph?
It does make you wonder. Perhaps the one who witnessed it had high resonance.
Hey, Edna?
What?
Aren't those boots a little big on you?
Got a problem with it?
Nope. Just wondering if it's hard to walk in those.
They used to be my brother's. He adjusted it so that it'll match my shoe size. Don't worry.
Then how about those gloves?
We have matching ones. What about them?
They look great with your dress, though the overall look is a little strange.
My brother told me the same thing.
Huh?
Never mind. Just saying that you wouldn't be able to pull this look off.
Guess that's true.
Weirdo.
afford to hold back. Do this!
Go on!
Move forward! Burning charge! Release my thrashing! Way of fire! Burning charge!
An unknown type of power.
Burn away! Victoria flame! Release my thrashing!
Wasn't strong enough.
Finally project torrent speed! Defensive maneuvers! Finally project torrent speed! Dark Star! Defensive maneuvers! Yeah! Ready? Let's go!
Is this the end? Slow but good as dead.
Absolutely! Iron Cup Scrap Toss! I need a hand! Focus on Edna, be careful! It can't end here. Way to fight! Burn away! Purify flame! Way to fight! Burning charge! Pillars of flame! Burn! Burn away! Purgatory flame! Burn! Pillars of flame! Brennan classics! Burn away! Pillars of flame! Brennan classics! Burn away! Purgatory flame! Breakthrough! Burning charge! Purgatory flame! Burn! Burn away! Pillars of flame! Burn! Burning charge! Purgatory flame! Burn! Burning charge! Purgatory flame! Pillars of flame! Burn! Burning charge! Pillars of flame! Burning fire! Crimson flame! May it burn your soul! Fire! Way to fire! Burn away! Crimson cross! Burning charge! Crimson flame! Way to fight!
Wasn't strong enough.
Luca and Roman! Strike and up! Infernal charge! Sweat! I need a hand! What the hell? Christiana! Breakthrough! Scorch frost! Crimson flame! May it burn your soul! Fire! Hang on, everyone! Burning charge! Purgatory flame! Sweet dreams! Hold on! It's time! Powering blade! Full tempest!
So, how's Saray doing?
He's yet inexperienced, but he's got potential. Some of us are low on health.
You! Give up! We caught you red-handed!
Darn!
That voice!
It's a Hellion!
Purify him.
Yeah,
You need something, oh great shepherd?
Is it alright if I deal with this boy?
I'm afraid not. The only way to apprehend pickpockets is to catch them in the act.
But he's...
if you do the crime, you do the time. No matter how old you are.
This kid just wasn't ready for real-world consequences.
Hey, mister! Why don't you let Saray have a talk with him before you take him away? Just a word from the shepherd might steer the kid toward the right path in life, better than any time in detention.
That would be pointless.
Come on, it won't do any harm. What, you got some problem with Saray talking to this boy?
I never said that. It would simply be a waste of time.
You said this kid wasn't prepared to deal with the real-world consequences of his crimes. Are you prepared, mister?
What?
I'm part of a merchant crew that travels all over the world. You think I don't know why the pickpocketing problem is so bad?
I see. How much do you want?
Don't put me on your level. We Sparrow Feathers value our customers' trust. Saray, we're taking this guy to jail too.
Like hell you are, you lying brat!
You will not lay a finger on her.
Shepherd!
Oh hey, stop! Wait! Saray!
Go after him.
Okay.
If it ain't one thing.
Saray, I'll go after them as well.
Please purify that boy.
Shepherd or not, I won't let you obstruct my duties! Guard, leave him alone! Even we can tell something about you stinks!
Yeah, what kind of guard are you?
You think we don't know what you're up to when our backs are turned?
You dirty crook!
I think we're good here. Let's go after Rose.
Yeah, you're right.
We're heading after Rose, right?
Phew!
You made it.
Is it over?
Maybe.
If it really bugs you that much, why don't you check up on him?
Well, how would we do that?
Let him lead us home.
Oh, so he wanders and we tail him.
That could work.
All right then. Saray, Rose, you guys hide. I'll go wake him up.
Looks like they've made their decision. Are you okay with this, Lila?
Well, as long as we only follow him.
Now!
Yeah! Don't you think he'll stop pickpocketing now? We purified him after all.
Not so sure about that. I've heard word of pickpocket gangs.
Oh, really?
We need to find out whether he was doing it on his own or with a group.
What did you mean by you knew why the pickpocketing problem is so bad?
The enforcers let him off a lot of the time in exchange for part of the takings. Then, when the guards need to hit their quotas, they round him up anyway. That's probably what that was about.
No way.
Look, he's going in.
A noble's manor.
It's clearly not his house.
I'm guessing a pickpocket gang then.
And so this must be their base.
Something tells me he's not gonna quit stealing.
Well, crap. Come on, we're not done yet.
Rose, it's unfortunate, but I'm not sure we should...
Lila means that this is just a problem of human society.
Right. It might not be something a shepherd should get involved in.
Sorry. If he's doing it by himself, I'd be okay letting him deal with the consequences. But if there's a gang forcing him to steal, it's a completely different story. I gotta check to make sure.
Yeah, I thought so.
I understand. Let's go check it out just in case.
You sure?
But no more than that. Understood? Saray, Rose, even if you don't intend them to, the powers of the shepherd and the squire can greatly influence human society and the spirits of men. Please don't forget that.
All right.
We'll just watch and see who goes in and out.
Bored.
Who knew that we wouldn't see anything for days on end?
You all can go back to the inn. I'm staying here.
It's okay.
Shh! Someone's coming out.
It's a bunch of little kids.
Those kids. You think maybe they're not being forced to pickpocket?
We've come this far. Let's see this thing through.
Dezel?
You go follow those brats. I'll go check out the building.
Thanks.
Oh boy.
Don't go for anything big, got it? Only money and jewelry and stuff.
Are they gonna have anything like that?
That shepherd guy did something, and now there's lots more people donating stuff to the sanctuary.
Oh, cool, that sounds fun. Priests won't be mean to kids, and if there's any real problems, we can always start crying. I'm good at that.
Hey, is this really okay?
It's okay if you're us and not them.
Is this what kids are like these days?
Dangerous times.
Those kids barely have any malevolence at all.
Children and their brutal honesty can be even crueler than corrupted adults, as you've seen.
Oh, Dezel. How was it?
The building was completely empty. Those scamps are probably just camping out there.
So then, those kids are acting on their own.
All right, it's snatching time.
Now that we know the score, do we want to report them to the guards and end this whole thing? After all, they're not Hellions.
No.
We have to say something.
You're right.
Hey, you all! Stop with your thieving!
Darn it! What do you want? Look, I never did nothing.
We know all about what you're up to. Fooling the priests into thinking you're helpless orphans and then robbing them blind. You should be ashamed of yourselves.
Oh yeah? You got any proof?
This here is the shepherd. His word is good enough.
That's perjury! False witness!
Princess Alicia and the people of Lady Lake all trust Saray. Because he's been living an honest life. How about you? Will anyone trust your word? Give it up, kid.
What else can we do? The adults all abandoned us. If we want to survive, stealing's our only choice.
Rose, maybe we ought to...
Come on, Saray. Let's bring them to the guards.
But to think children their age could conceive of such wretched duplicity.
And the other children?
They were all caught by the guards and hauled away.
I see.
Those who commit crimes must be punished, even if they are children. It's the way the world works. But it still pains the heart.
Yeah. Hey, isn't this an Earthen Historia?
Oh, that was a donation from someone in the city. It looks rather rare and precious, so we've been unsure whether we should sell it.
Nice! Good call, Mr. Priestman.
Huh? Oh, thank you.
Father Brunor, we're actually collecting these.
You think we could have this? We'd pay for it, of course.
No, please, that's not necessary. If it's something the shepherd needs on his quest, by all means, please take it. I'm sure the donor would be overjoyed to know that their gift had been some help to the shepherd.
Thank you, Father Brunor. He beat the dragon in one hit!
And a fully materialized one at that.
What tremendous power!
You saw that massive malevolence at his back. The Hellion possessing him is far beyond anything we've ever fought.
Yeah, I'll definitely need to get stronger.
That's your reaction? I don't know whether to be worried or relieved. Thanks, everyone. I needed that.
You're okay with how it worked out?
It's better than ignoring it and spending the rest of your life wondering.
Yeah.
Hello. Is Alicia here?
Shouldn't you announce yourself? Or don't you have any respect for this family?
I'm sorry. My name is Saray.
Saray? Pardon my rudeness. The princess has spoken highly of you. She's out right now. We're not sure when she'll be back.
Work-related?
Yes. She's going after a suspect who's leaked information to the Roland's Empire.
There definitely must be a spy going around, given the timing of their advancements.
Yes, even Alicia was under suspicion for it before.
Wow, the Princess of Highland would go so far as to do that herself?
No, it's supposed to be the military's job, but she's acting by herself. Saying that she had to stop a clash between the two countries.
But isn't she taking it a bit too seriously?
Ever since the Battle of Glaven, she's been pushing herself so hard.
That's very like her.
I'm worried. She behaves so recklessly when she's alone. She just headed out to a round-eyed forest to gather info about the origin village, Camlon.
Huh. Camlon, you say?
It's the village where the Age of Chaos started, I think. But it's just some legend.
Yes, she heard a rumor there were some clues in the depths of a round-eyed forest and headed out there.
So that's how she came to Alicia.
But her hunch was wrong. I've never heard of this origin village from Gramps nor the other villagers.
Yeah, I guess that's true. I'll take my leave. Please tell Alicia that I'll come visit again.
I think she's pushing herself as a princess.
Alicia's always been like that.
That's exactly why I'm worried.
Hellions, ones who are trapped by malevolence even in death.
Break on through! New flurry! Ocean Blitz! Azure Assault! Aim and fire! Here goes! Open the way forward! Saint Zero! Breakdown! Azure Assault! Burst! Saint Zero!
Yeah, we
Well,
did it!
that's that.
Lila, what did you mean they were trapped by malevolence even in death?
Humans and seraphim, in fact all living species, have something within their bodies called a soul. A phantom is the hellion which results when that soul itself is corrupted by malevolence.
Then does that mean, even if we purify them, they won't go back to their human form?
Yes, they are already dead. But if we don't purify them, their souls will retain their malevolence, drifting around aimlessly for all eternity.
As hellions who continue to prey on humans, you mean?
So purification is still a way to save them, right?
It is.
Okay. I know what I must do.
The entrance to the ruin's supposed to be really well hidden, right?
We better be extra diligent in our search.
Looking for a fire. You found it.
They're way stronger than the ones we saw when we left the village.
This is a manic armor.
It is said that they're strongest when the full moon is out.
Then now's our chance. We can take them on.
The ruins are calling me. This is it?
It hasn't been eroded by the waterfall at all. If it wasn't recently made, then that means...
It's using seraphic arts. This ruin must date from the Temperance of Avarost.
Correct. This is Lefay, the Shrine of the Trial of Water. It has been some time since we were visited by a shepherd.
I'm the shepherd Saray.
I'm the Prime Lord, Lila. You must be a servant of the Water Lord, Amanak.
Indeed. I'm Alto, the Protector Seraph who serves Amanak.
I'll get right to the point. What must we do to obtain the spiritual power?
My sword! Where? Where is my sword?
Back!
Holy crap!
Swords?
There's something above.
That is Azura.
I've heard of him. A powerful Hellion sustained by rage and able to fight eternally without rest.
Is the trial to quell Azura?
No. To receive the spiritual power, you must find out the reason why Azura became a Hellion to begin with.
We can't just purify him? We have to know the reason?
If you truly are the shepherd, you should know why that is important.
Right.
Psychotherapy, my favorite.
It isn't called a trial for nothing. I wish you luck.
The water trial. Guess it's my time to shine, huh?
You'll be fine. It doesn't technically hurt.
Technically.
What are those things? They look like eyes!
That's because they are eyes. I didn't realize arts like this were still alive.
They say it's the first 100 years that matter. Huh? It's a proverb. Could that relate to the number of legs they have? Its name says it all. 100 P is wonderful.
Crimson Flame! May it burn your soul! Hang on, everyone!
Shield me, loser!
Burn! Ray of Fire! Burning Charge! Not yet!
Freeze!
Ray of Fire! Burning Charge! Crimson Flame! May it burn your soul!
Well, that was actually pretty decent.
Must have been, if you're complimenting me.
Keep your guard up!
This colossal Hellion blocks all water attacks.
But we can win if we attack its other weak points.
These Hellions have all attack power. Weak.
Vermilion Weapon! Let's take them all down!
Frozen shake!
Vermilion Weapon! Predatory Flame!
Let's smile.
Prepare yourself!
Is this the diary of a shepherd?
A swordsmith suddenly visited by a seraph.
Is everyone ready?
Weak. Scylla is dangerous no matter how close you are to it.
So then what do we do?
Why don't you go figure it out?
Time! Howling Blade! Full tempest!
Time for your brain.
Ready? It's over! Hang on! It's time! Howling Blade! Full tempest! Ready? It's time! Howling Blade! Full tempest! Let's spread out!
So, how's Saray doing?
Here, I'll do you a favor.
How to describe this one?
Darken eye.
It's Crimson Flame! May it burn your soul! Right there! Come on, everyone! Run out! Burning Sword! Pillars of Flame! Burn! Burning Sword! Predatory Flame! Burn! Burning Sword! Tower of Blood! Be gone! Tiger Blade!
Prepare yourself! Jade Luminescence!
Concentrate your attack!
Deal with that.
Let's give it up!
Nice to be able to put my hair.
Let's begin the purification time!
Got it!
Sleeping Dragon! Can't you finish it?
Defensive maneuvers!
Quite unpredictable. Watch out!
do some fortune telling. Please pick one.
All right.
Do we really need to do this?
Crimson Flame! May it burn your soul! Alright!
Let's see how it
Burn away! Burn! Burning stars! Burn! Burn away! Burn to the right! Crimson Flame! May it burn your soul! You were quite... Crimson Flame! May it burn your soul! Hang on, everyone! Release my spirit! Crimson Flame! May it burn your soul! Sweet dreams!
Think you're tough?
Burning stars! Focus your efforts! Burn away! Crimson Flame! May it burn your soul! Sweet dreams! Burning stars!
Resistant to fire!
Crimson Flame! May it burn your soul! Hang on, everyone! Burning stars! Crimson Flame! May it burn your soul!
Not half bad. So, you think I could use that weapon?
Don't. left and right, up and down, throwing us every which way. Whoever built this shrine's a real piece of work.
Such meticulous design. He or she must have labored very diligently.
Correction. You're a real piece of work.
Counting on you, Lila!
Want to see a deal with that?
Fire! Burn! Burning charge!
It's resistant to fire this month, loser.
Burn away! Clear toward the flame! Focus your efforts! Burning charge! Brilliant presence!
Burning fire!
Crimson flame! May it burn your soul! Sweet dreams!
That was pretty good, Shorty.
Being big is for losers.
Do you think Maltran came here as well?
Even if she did, it wouldn't do her any good.
Only the shepherd has what it takes to get anywhere in a place like this.
A shepherd. Or
Give it back!
Is that Ashura?
This isn't it either! Where is it? Where is my sword?
His sword?
Is it normal for Hellions to attack each other?
I am the shepherd! It is my job to defeat the Hellions!
So, Azura is a shepherd.
A shepherd who became a Hellion.
Give it back! Give me my sword back!
Go!
You stole my... Give it back! That sword has the power to cleave malevolence!
Enough! We know that you want to help people.
Power to cleave Hellions, chaos, and those filthy humans!
Humans? Oh no!
I shall destroy anything that summons malevolence!
What does he want to do? Cut down the whole world?
That's the reason why Azura became a Hellion.
Correct.
That voice!
This is the spiritual power of water!
Give me my sword back! Back! Altal!
He's trying to say something.
Give me my sword back! Altal!
Altul?
He's gone.
he was the shepherd long ago. Even if he was purified, his body has already deteriorated.
So his rage alone kept him going.
The problem is Altul. Do you think that he stole Azura's sword?
Let's go back and get the story from him straight.
Azura really was the shepherd, then that makes Al Toll.
Yes, he was likely the seraph who formed a pact with Azura.
Just like everyone else has with me? We've defeated Azura.
Much appreciated.
Are you who we think you are?
It is as you suspect. I am the seraph who guided Azura to the way of the shepherd and used him as a vessel.
You stole his sword?
I did.
This is something special.
You can tell with one look.
This sword is made from a rare metal called mithril. It truly does have enough power to cleave the world.
Is that why you stole it and hid it?
Yes. I was probably the one he wanted to slay most of all. But I had no choice.
Huh.
He was pure to the core. And it was that shining purity that tore him apart with worry. And eventually, cost him his very soul.
That's why he made that sword. To cut down anything that would be corrupted by malevolence.
But I have no qualms about giving this sword to you. If you can learn to use it, it might aid you even more than the spiritual powers.
I'll pass. I already got a sword anyways.
Well said.
So you passed the trial of the spirit as well.
If you don't need it, I'll take it off your hands. We were meant for each other. My blade and I shall cleave the world.
Maltran?
Saray, look closely!
No way! She's...
A Hellion!
I apologize for ignoring you back then, Seraphim.
So you really could see us?
What do you intend with the sword?
I shall cut down the world, just as Azura wished.
But why?
I should be asking you. Why don't you understand how Azura felt? Were we to erase this corrupted, chaotic world and all the humans in it, would that not rid us of malevolence once and for all? That is the clean, elegant logic of my master, the Lord of Calamity.
You're siding with him?
If Alicia knew about this...
How sad she'd be. Boo-hoo.
You've been using Alicia this whole time.
Ironically enough, to start a war, it is most effective to take a starry-eyed pacifist and get them all riled up over something. But now, everything is lined up for an all-out collision between Highland and Rollins. Our sad princess has outlived her usefulness!
This can't be.
Well, this is a fine pickle, isn't it? For a shepherd, I suppose reality is a far crueler trial than anything we could come up with.
Mikleo, Saray seems off lately.
I think he's worried about Alicia. I wish it were as simple as telling him to stop.
True. I'm not sure there's anything we can do.
Weapons or Lord of Water! Blue flame! Ocean flame! Lord of Water! My bow is ahead! The vortex follows you! Ultimate!
My divine flame!
Every crimson Missima!
Go on! Turn away! Burning fire!
Crimson flame! May it burn your soul! Fires! Not yet!
Ice! Burn away!
Let's take her right down!
Watch out! Prepare yourself! Chain luminescence!
Okay.
How are Saray's capabilities as a kid?
flame! May it burn your soul! Purification complete!
I'm worried about Alicia too, Saray, but she'll be fine.
I agree. In any case, we have the spiritual power.
And Maltran is connected to the Lord of Calamity. If we stay focused on our goal, I'm sure we'll find a solution.
Right.
So the last two trials are Whoosh and Badonk.
Is that supposed to mean wind and earth?
What else would it mean?
Right, silly me.
Whoa! We're in Gramps' domain!
Gramps' domain is pretty strong.
Indeed.
Looks like there's something nearby. What's that? I wonder if Gramps is here. Gramps! How are you?
You stupid brats!
Whoa, what's this all about?
Don't you have something to say to me first? I don't remember raising a fool!
I'm sorry for leaving without telling you.
It's good to be home.
Nice to meet you. My name is Rose.
Well, in any case, I'm glad to see you're safe. The Lady Squire is welcome here as well.
You can tell that I'm a squire?
Of course I can. Saray became the shepherd, and Mikleo is now a sublord, correct? Which would mean that the Prime Lord is the Lady of the Lake, then.
It has been a long time, Sir Zenris.
You don't have to say anything. History repeats itself. It makes the world go round.
True, but I still want to believe in them, and believe that they can bring forth a new future.
Well, I'm glad you've all found such a nice Prime Lord. Hey, by the way, did my pipe come in handy?
Oh, yeah.
Don't worry about the pipe, as long as it was useful to you.
But I'll give it back. I don't need it anymore.
Keep it for yourself.
Really, I'm okay. You know, I've grown up a lot through this journey.
Bratty as ever, aren't you? Please, take this with you.
Thanks, Gramps.
No. I should be the one thanking you.
Saray, why don't we take a little break here?
Are you tired?
No, but it's a good idea to take a solid break to rejuvenate the soul.
Totes, let's
Sure, I did want to chat with everyone in Elysia, too.
Alright, we'll meet up later.
I wonder where Mikleo and Lila went. What are you doing, Mikleo? Shh.
I see. Just as I thought, they...
Come on. Wait.
I'm so sorry. I wasn't aware of it and made the pact.
No. It was of their own decision that they made the pact with you. What they make of it will be up to them.
I'll support them with all I have, so that we won't repeat the same mistake.
Don't be so hard on yourself. There was nothing you could do for the previous shepherd.
Perhaps, but sometimes I can't help but wonder. Surely I could have done more than I did back then.
Everything is tied to their fate, and their fates are yet intertwined.
Yes, thanks to you, Sir Zenris.
No, you and those kids forged that bond. My role in this is done. All I can do now is worry about them.
There are times when things go awry, but their purity and virtue gives me hope. I want to accompany them on their journey. This time, there will be no regrets.
I see. Perhaps this is also how humans and seraphim should coexist as a whole.
I'm glad I was able to talk to you.
And I with you. Please, take care of them.
Weren't they just talking about us? Looks like it. Why don't we ask? Mikleo. I guess we shouldn't eavesdrop on their conversation. If Gramps has something to tell us, he'll tell us straight up. Yeah, same with Lila. Snacks are done.
Gotcha, Gald.
Is it just me?
Are you looking for Chief Slenge?
Yes, I'm an acquaintance of the chief, and...
I'm sorry, but the chief is indisposed right now due to illness and will not be taking visitors.
What? He is?
But be of good cheer! In the name of the shepherd, I vow to heal this noble servant of the people!
Oh, so you're the shepherd, are you?
Nothing escapes your eye, my lady. Indeed, I am the renowned, the incomparable Shepherd Malfour!
Who can't see us in the slightest.
All hail the mighty shepherd.
I can tell from your unique accoutrements that you wish you were a shepherd as well. Eminently understandable, but I cannot recommend it. The shepherd's life is one of solitude. He spends his days in constant battle, unappreciated by the world he cherishes.
Okay?
In any case, rest assured that the village chief is in the caring hands of Shepherd Malfour.
Do you think it's malevolence that's causing his illness?
Is the chief even sick? I don't trust that guy.
But we do know that the amount of malevolence in this village is increasing.
Let's start by reviving the blessing of Gadadin. We can worry about the chief after that.
Makes sense. That's the real shepherd's job, after all.
Did that kid have resonance or something? That dirt leech he talked about is a Hellion, isn't it?
Yes. It's a very troublesome Hellion with high vigilance. It'll be difficult to catch it.
trolls. Even their weapons are just huge.
Ready? Prepare yourself! Jade Luminescence! The power of purification ain't no joke!
Leech or leech. It's dangerous to fight them in close combat.
So what's the difference between the leech and leecher?
Predatory flame! Right! Burn! Burn away! Burn! Right! One fight! Crimson flame! Make it burn your soul!
You know, you're pretty mature, Rose.
Coming
I like your mom.
That is a mutant hellion called Million Feed.
Even calling it a centipede would be a bit much.
Yeah, a million is way too much. We won't lose to you!
Be on your guard!
And stay down.
You were quite strong.
Let's begin the purification! This is my path! Here I go! Make it a flame! Enchanting fire! This is my path! Here I go! Make it a flame! Enchanting fire! Here goes! Come here then! Here I go! Make it a flame! Enchanting fire! Here I go! Make it a flame! Enchanting fire!
the malevolence. I think this place should be quelled for now.
Are you okay, Lila?
Yes, I'm fine.
Better than us, probably. Your sparks were flying everywhere, and my dress nearly caught on fire.
I'm sorry, I should have warned you. When you're around a fire seraph, you're in for no danger.
I set her up for that one, didn't I?
Oh, like Inferno Danger.
You noticed.
Oh, crap. Why am I explaining your dumb jokes?
You're incredible, Lila.
In more ways than one.
Hooray! Enough Virians who use our
Burning charge!
Leave it to me!
Vermilion, concentrate your attack!
Yeah, I heard you.
Vermilion, burning charge! Sweet dreams!
Fire should work. Just leave it to me.
Sweet dreams!
These Virians will kill him. Hit him hard and fast.
Breakthrough!
Incredible knife handling. Do you have anything?
So where does one look for a wayward Mautellus?
It'd have to be a place suitable as a vessel for one of the 5 lords. A clean and pure shrine, or a vast natural landscape with no malevolence.
And a shrine of trials certainly sounds plausible.
The shepherd disappeared for months. Turned out, he was on the lam.
Poor Lila. We probably drive her up the wall.
I'm sorry.
Seriously, it's okay.
We've basically figured out the terms of your oath anyway.
Time to sing the Rat-Pig song! Rat-Pig, with ears so sweet.
Oh, you mean when we talk about Mautellus?
Rat-Pig, such tasty meat.
Leave her alone. This is wrong in so many ways.
We're not accusing you of hiding anything. Honest.
That's right. And I can use the flames of purification, thanks to you.
We'll find out for ourselves anything we truly wish to know.
Thank you for understanding.
Pathetic. You'd let anyone pull the wool over your eyes, wouldn't you, Shepherd?
You took the oath too, Dazzle?
Why would... Oh, damn it.
How could Maltran do this?
There are Hellions in the Roland's Imperial family. It isn't all that strange to imagine Hellions amongst the Knights of Highland as well.
A hero in war is a Hellion in life, goes the theory. I guess we have more evidence for that now.
But who would agree with the thoughts of the Lord of Calamity?
It isn't really as strange as you make it sound. Azura himself was a shepherd, as you know.
And he thought the same way.
In order to save the people and to begin anew, he would destroy everything. It's a pitfall that can trap all humans who let malevolence get the best of them.
Yes.
How am I gonna break it to Alicia?
Does she really need to know?
It might be worse for her not to find out at this point.
But Maltran said she no longer had any use for Alicia.
I suppose we ought to believe her. It wouldn't make sense for her to reveal her true self to us otherwise.
Seems to me the biggest issue is she'd been Alicia's rock through all this chaos, right?
Good point. If Alicia finds that out, not only has she lost her one pillar of support, But that pillar's been using her the entire time. She could fall apart.
That might be exactly what Maltran wants.
She's probably thinking she can get the war rolling for good by crushing Alicia's spirit.
What should I do? Iris gems really are beautiful.
Too beautiful, more like it. That's why most people think they're just glass, or some other kind of decoration.
I see. What are they actually made of?
It's not a natural mineral.
They were most likely crafted through the use of multiple seraphic arts. Even so, it's practically unbelievable that there's something inside that lets you see the past.
I wish you could watch anything from the past that you wanted. I'd watch 1,000 years of history.
Better hope you'd live 1,000 years then, because that's how long it'd take.
Oh, right.
That would be hard even for a seraph.
Both Iris gems and ruins are just fragments of the past. What's important is what you get out of them. Because history is the architect of our hearts.
Whoa, Miclio! That was a sweet quote.
You think so? I'm planning to put it in the book I write one day.
Well, aren't you full of surprises?
I mean, don't you think it'd be a waste not to pass on our tale to future generations?
I would love to read your book, Miclio.
I'll give you a copy. Signed even.
Darn. I gotta come up with my own quote and signature.
I don't think any dogs have barked at me for a while now.
There's the reason why.
Is that Dezel? Looks like the dogs are flocking to him.
What? You want something?
No, I'm just a little surprised. You're okay with dogs?
Of course I am. Dogs are silent partners. You haven't given them enough of a chance to know better.
But dogs do bark.
They only bark because they can sense your anxiety and aren't sure where it's coming from.
In other words, it's because you're afraid of them in the first place.
Well, I'd argue that they bark at me first.
Is that so?
There's more of those dogs now.
Maybe Dezel has some new friends?
Well, that's no good.
He's talking with those dogs.
From a normal person's perspective, I bet we don't look any less weird.
Don't lump me together with those mutts.
But the dogs do feel the same. In a good way.
Those dogs are so mature.
If they're mature, then so am I. Give me some credit for once.
It's so hot again.
It truly is. I think I'm gonna get sunburned. Edna, do you use your umbrella for protection from the sun?
As you can see.
Do Seraphim get sunburned too? I guess it makes sense since Edna has really fair skin.
Edna's umbrella can be used to avoid the sunlight as well as rain. It can even be used to push back the Hellions.
Oh, wow! So it's like killing 3 birds with 1 stone.
Not quite. It's also her signature item, so it's more like killing 4 birds with 1 stone.
If that's true, then really it's like killing 5 birds with 1 stone since she has a cute mascot character attached to it.
And it's also something she can change depending on her mood, so that's actually 6.
I'm like Cinderella with an umbrella.
I must say, that was a good one.
Not to mention a lot of dead birds with 1 stone.
Giant strength, huh? I hate to admit it, but Earth Seraphim sure are powerful.
Ugh.
Edna?
Ouch! After using giant strength, my body gets all kinds of sore. Can you just try not to touch me?
Oh, sorry.
As you can see, I have a slender build, so by nature, I can't really hold anything heavier than an umbrella. I'm the most ladylike lady that ever ladied, you know.
Well, whatever. But it does make sense that using such great power has a trade-off somewhere.
Just don't tell Saray about it. I don't want him to get all worried about me.
Yeah, that's probably for the best.
And just so we're clear, it doesn't mean that it's okay to touch me whenever I'm not using my powers. Got it?
Yeah, I know.
I ate too much today. My stomach's all achy.
Oh my, you shouldn't stuff yourself like that, Rose.
By the way, I was curious. Can Seraphim get upset stomachs or gain weight?
To say it in a fairy tale sort of way, your thoughts become reality.
What's that supposed to mean?
We won't gain weight from consuming calories, but we will from thinking, I'll gain weight if I eat this much.
Whoa! So does that mean you'll be okay as long as you don't think like that?
No. Denying the reality of things leads to malevolence. A seraph must not be detached from reality. So at the end of it all, you could say we're the same as humans.
This is so confusing.
Good thing the armor shop had both a ceremonial sword and staff. Also, there's something I kinda wanted to ask you.
Yeah, I know. You want to ask if this staff looks like it's floating in midair to humans. Is that it?
How'd you know?
One look in your eyes says it all. Even if it's an item that humans can see, when Seraphim infuse mana into it, it will become unrecognizable by humans. The opposite is true as well. Anything made by a Seraph can be recognized by humans if mana gets infused in that item. Although, it's kind of a rare ability.
So Gramps' pipe is like that.
Quite perceptive of you.
In fact, Gramps told you everything you just told me, didn't he?
That's also quite perceptive of you.
It's a martial arts trained Hellion. Should be pretty tough.
If you don't let it come near you, it's no big deal.
So is this what grown-ups are really like?
Good to go, Rose?
Be gone! No shit! It's over! Body fire! Brilliant plastic ignite! Predatory status ailment undead! Prepare yourself! Chain luminescence! Brilliant plastic burn away! Predatory attack! Right!
Better look tomorrow.
Brilliant plastic burn away!
We won't lose to you!
Their spellcasters turned Hellions who couldn't die peacefully. Don't underestimate their use of seraphic arts, fools. See you next month, loser.
The power of purification.
Let's make it quick.
We missed me over.
Breakthrough!
Go back to sleep.
Brilliant plastic burning shot! Not yet!
Time to rock out.
I can get changed without making it. Keep your guard up.
Let's take them all down! Burning shot! Predatory! Focus your efforts!
Sleeping dragon!
Way to fly! Burn away! Burn!
Burning shot! This is it!
Burn away! Way to fly! No escape! Hear my wings!
Burning fire!
Crimson flame! May it burn your soul! Flow bears!
You know, you're pretty mature, Rose. Saray's capabilities as a shepherd. Small fry. This will be quick.
Burn!
You stand there, Miss.
Ready? Prepare yourself! Chain luminescence!
Right up front!
Rolling
That's the
this
way!
time.
Counting on you! Burn a fire! Burn!
Better look smart.
Brilliant! Hang on, everyone! Break through! Burn away! Control your flame!
Prepare yourself! Chain luminescence!
Brilliant! Hang on, everyone! Release my gravity! Burn! Burn!
Burn away!
Ray of fire! Colors of flame! Hang on, everyone! Burn! Burning star! Colors of flame! Ray of fire! Break through! Edna, be careful!
I knew it!
Break through! Break through! Looks like we win!
Wasn't worried before the fire! You kinda rock out.
Break through!
On the right on!
Ray of fire! Burn away! Here's my flame! Let's get him!
Kinda rock out.
Release my gravity! No escape! You're my flame!
The glimmer gun!
Ray of fire!
Right on!
Critical fire!
That's the end of that.
We mustn't hold burn fire!
Burn!
Burn away!
Crimson flame!
May it burn your soul!
Purification complete!
Don't underestimate.
So tiny!
So tiny.
Small but quick.
Is it over? I'm kinda tired.
Did I become a hellion? I'm sorry. I must have caused you all great trouble.
No, we're just glad you're all right.
My name is Forcia. Oh my! There's an iris gem here.
An earthen Historia. Could we have that?
But of course. This is nowhere near enough to show my gratitude, however.
No, it's perfect. Thank you.
Dear me, what an honorable shepherd you are.
If you'd like to thank us, could you maybe give your blessing to a village? It's called Gadodin, and it's very close by.
Gadodin. That's the village outside the Shrine of the Fire Trial, correct? Do you have a vessel lined up?
We'll find one for you.
All right. I'll head over to the village for now.
Was that a marriage ceremony? And there were a whole bunch of shepherds there too?
It looked like it took place at the Shrine Church in Pendrago, and that was Maltellus's crest.
Was his Prime Lord Maltellus?
Please excuse me for a moment.
Uh-oh, she took off. Almost like you were picking on her.
We didn't mean for her to leave.
I know.
Well, judging from circumstantial evidence, I'd say there's a major chance that Maltellus is mixed up in this somehow.
Yeah. For that many shepherds to exist at once, you'd need a power on par with the 5 lords.
Yeah. But let's leave the speculation at that for now.
So long as we're gabbing about it, Lila's stuck in there.
Oops. Sorry, I forgot.
Guess that's that for the water trial. Barely.
But weren't we just cleaning up the mess that Altul made?
You don't have to say it like that.
Meebo, just tell us how you feel.
Well, I do feel a bit frustrated.
Right?
I think this is all just supposed to show us the worst-case scenario of what a shepherd could potentially become.
I thought so too.
So then, what were you going to do if Azura really didn't become a Hellion?
In that case, we probably would have been challenged by another Hellion.
Do you mean there are more shepherds who became Hellions?
In the long lines of history, many have.
I see. So that's why the trial is a test of one's spirit as well.
Yes.
If that's the case, then I'm convinced. You okay with that, Edna?
I'm fine, as long as it's a fair trial.
No fair.
You're definitely spirited, Edna. Slenge! Is it alright for you to be up?
Worry not, excitable youngster. Everything has been taken care of. Thanks to the selfless heroism of Shepherd Malfour!
Shepherd, I must apologize for causing you concern. However, I am afraid I still feel unwell. Please, excuse me.
He's acting strange. Did something happen?
That man named Malfour was threatening the chief. I'll expose your misdeeds, you fallen pope, he said.
What? How did he know?
Malfour used to be a priest, and we already know the church is investigating the fake elixir.
Could you explain to me the details of what's going on? I see. So the missing pope was the one producing the fake elixir.
Yeah, but it was for the sake of the villagers.
Slenge told Malfour the distribution route and formula for making this fake elixir, on the condition that the church will continue to buy vermilion ore.
What do you mean?
So you're saying he didn't come to intimidate, but to negotiate?
Yes, the church will overlook the former pope's crime. In exchange, it will gain control of the distribution channel for the fake elixir. And as the mediator, Malfour will gain prestige and credibility.
So Gododin will finally get legitimate revenue.
But they're covering up a crime. And now the church itself is going to be selling fake elixir? That's just insane!
Unfortunately, these things happen.
Humans need money to live. That's what it comes down to.
I don't suppose you're still open to blessing this village?
I was thinking that the school building might work as a vessel. What do you think?
Are you sure?
The Pope, the village chief, seems to have recognized that his time is drawing near. Even my blessing cannot forestall the inevitable.
Is that why he's trying to secure a revenue stream for the village?
I would like to stay a while longer and see what results his determination brings.
Thank you, Forcia.
You're quite welcome.
The results his determination brings.
burn your soul!
Beams are extremely powerful. Be on your guard.
Looks like victory all around!
Wasn't worried because you're Yama! Hey, burning stars!
Prepare yourself! Chain illumination!
These aliens have low vitality. Fight them hard and fast.
It's not often you see a seraph using a staff.
Found it. Totally found it.
I just saw a monolith written in ancient tongue.
It's over!
And stay down. Yay, another empty victory. It's a Naga. Her main attack involves extending her nails.
The front should defend at a time when it can. Its arts are powerful as well.
Be careful.
Crimson Flame! Make it burn your soul!
Not yet!
Ray of fire! Breakthrough!
Raise it top!
Burn! Burn it down! Powers of flame!
Let's do some fortune telling.
Untamed vicious boars become hellions like
Crimson Flame! May it burn your soul! Fire! Alright! Breakthrough! Burn away! Not yet! Raging Timber! Burn away!
Everyone... Remember, this place was in the Celestial Record.
Get ready! Experience will use art to
Burning charge!
Predatory attack! Alright! Ray of fire! We break through! Break through!
I can get checked.
I don't think we've checked that monolith out yet.
It's like super wriggly.
Its entire body is like its weapon. Dang! Not yet! Purification!
It's a mutant. You can't just swing your sword around and win.
What?
You awake at night? Crimson Flame! Make it burn your soul!
The ruins are calling!